Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Rick Utsi here with Airgunweb, your home for old school airgun reviews, and where we bring you the facts, not fluff. Today we're back with our Niksan Escalade-T in 22 caliber. What are we doing? We're gonna find the sweet spot. So before we get started, I want to remind you guys that we have a Patreon channel, and also we have the Officers Club over at airgunarmy.com. If you guys join those, it definitely helps both myself and Airgun Angie out. We can do some other projects outside of normal sponsorships, and gosh, we really like to be able to acquire guns, acquire product independently and review them for you guys, and that's really what those two options are all about. Today we're going to take a look at the Niksan Escalade-T in 22 cal. This has dual bottles. We've already done a video on this. And right out the rip, we had some comments saying the velocity is not what's on the website. Well, yeah, and it's not, because this is an unregulated gun. So you have this huge storage, and we're at 250 bar, and the doggone thing gets 180 to 200 shots from what I'm hearing. We're going to find out today. But we need to find out where the sweet spot is. So if you fill to 250, you're going to be a little valve locked. So you're not going to get like full velocity. At some point, and I don't know where, so we're going to do today, at some point in the pressure, it's going to go, that's where we need to be. It's going to hit our top end of our velocity. It's going to flatten out. We want to know where that starts. So that's what we're doing today. We also want to see, when does it start really dropping off, at what pressure. So if you get one of these, and the huge volume is really, I'm hoping, okay, don't know yet, because we're going to learn together. But I believe the huge volume is going to give us a nice window that we're going to be able to shoot in and have a nice consistent shot string. But we got to figure out where that is, so let's go ahead and get started. I am running the Air Arms pellets today. I have some extras of those, and I haven't shot them in a while. So they're 18 grain, so 18-13, 18, they're about there, so you guys can get an idea of what this gun's doing with that weight pellet. And I've got the Hawk Frontier 34 I'm running on top of this. I needed to get one that had enough clearance, because this is going to need high mounts, especially if you have a large bell here at the front of your scope. So this seemed to work great. It's an expensive scope, but I absolutely love it. So we're going to run with that. I've got my FX Crony here going to capture all of our data. Now, we've already done this a little bit in the other video, but I couldn't find that shot string. So guess what, guys? We're starting from scratch. So I'm not going to bore you with an hour of me testing pellets just to get velocities. So we'll do the whole speed up rampy thing, and each magazine, I'm going to try and remember to write down the pressure so that I know exactly in shot count, in what magazine, etc. Hopefully it'll help me keep track of where the sweet spot begins, and then we'll find out where it ends. So let's go ahead and get going. I'm not trying to shoot anything special down there. I just got my steel targets. So I've got a camera back there kind of capturing over my shoulder, and that's what we're doing today. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, here we go. We're going to start from scratch here. And we're filled to 250 bar. Haven't sighted the scope, so one of the first things we'll do is kind of get on target. 12-shot magazine, so we'll see how well we do. Nice big fat mags. I was like impressed with that, and also impressed that they send you 4 of them with the gun, and I think that's stinking cool. It looks like you can run some pretty long pellets, maybe even some decent slugs. Not sure if the gun has the gas in the tank and the sense of power to make that work, but I'm sure there's a bunch of you guys out there that know how to turn it up to 11. And the fact that this has a nice big magazine, deep magazine, is pretty cool if you guys want to do that. Not necessarily my thing. I like sort of shooting guns as they come. You know, if they're designed to be tuned, that's one thing, but me, I just like shooting them. Okay, open this up. Oh yes, the new mags. There we go. Get in there. Ah, okay, let's check our power level. We are on high. Okay, so it does have variable power, has a transfer port adjuster. Wanted to make sure that we were on high. Let's see if we get our first shot here. We're going to shoot for some dirt and see what we hit. Okay, come on. Let's connect the device. That'll be useful. All right, so we add 1 to our total.
645.
Okay, yeah, we come way left.
$647.
Down.
661. 666.
Gosh, it's a nice action.
659. 661.
So in a few shots, we are already plucking rocks off the bank. I'm going to have to take this off.
654. 659. 654. 661. 652.
Okay, that's our first mag. And our pressure, oh gosh, we're going to be here a while. Maybe 245. Yeah, we barely dropped anything, so there it is. These mags do get a little bit better, but they go in tight when you first get them. Wow. I believe we're supposed to be getting 900s or so. So we're valve locked pretty hard right at the moment. I do like the action a lot. Let's shoot some steel targets.
652. 661. 661. 663. 661. 666. 661. 652. 652. 684. 663. 659.
Okay. So far, we're a high of 684 and a low of 645. But we're not anywhere near our shot curve, our best spot now. So we are, oh gosh, 240? We're going to be here a while. Okay, let's see if I can hit any of those Bullfrog targets out there. We are shooting at 100 yards with some wind.
833. 819.
Oh, we're dropping hard now.
826. 823. 833. 821. 819. 814. 826. 817. 823. 817.
All right, we're done. Okay, 360 shots. We're definitely on the downswing, and we are sitting at 115 bar. I'd say, yeah, 115. 115 bar. Wow. I'm tired and I just pulled the trigger. I'm going to write some stuff down, crunch little numbers, and then I'm going to restart this and we'll wrap this up. But I need to do a little math, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, we have finished our analysis, and man, this thing gets a lot of shots. We stopped at 360 shots, and realistically, your first bunch probably not going to be terribly useful. And that's if you filled a 250 bar, you're going to be valve locked. Bottom line, you're going to be valve locked for a while. In fact, I'm looking at the numbers here, and we start getting like some useful, I think, useful velocities, like we're 820 and above, like for a while, around shot 228. So yeah, that's a lot of shooting. If you want to know, the pressure is right around 175. So realistically, I would fill this to probably 175, maybe 180 and start there. And then we're going to get about 120 shots. They're going to be fairly consistent. Now, how consistent? What's going to be our max velocity? We still got a little more work to do. As I was wrapping up this video, we got some really consistent results. I mean, I was looking at from sort of like starting at 821 at 175. Gosh, we didn't fall off that till like 248, so 120 shots, right? So yeah, 228, shot 228 to 348. That's 120 shots with an extreme spread of about 28 feet per second we got in that little window. So that was pretty good. I did notice that I think my power adjuster might have been creeping a little bit on me, so we're going to have to come back and redo some testing, but at least we know what range we're going to start at. So we're not having to fill to 250 and then burn a ton of pellets and a ton of time trying to get down to our usable zone, which I think is really going to be starting at about 175 bar. So our next video, we're going to try this out, 175 bar, start shooting, probably do some steel targets, just seeing what kind of accuracy we get, kind of consistency we get, and then we'll start looking at some pellets. But for now, you know, what I needed to know, I learned today, and that is what we fill this to if we want to sort of be fixing to get ready to start in that sort of optimal zone. And I would say about 175 bar. We'll play around with that, and if that changes a little bit more, a little bit less, we'll let you guys know. But for now, that's going to be it. It was a lot of work getting this thing sort of checked out. The more I shoot it, I really kind of like the way it feels. I do like the action a lot. I like the trigger a lot. I have some more work to do figuring out that absolute optimal, and then we're going to have to figure out what pellet works best. But all in all, so far, I'm liking the Escalade tactical Escalade-T. And so super huge thank you to Donny FL for sending this out, and we look forward to doing some more work with it. All right, guys, so that's going to be it. If you guys want to help us out, you can join our Officers Club over at airgunarmy.com or check out our Patreon page. It's, you know, joining either one is going to help us do projects outside our normal sponsorship, and obviously that does help us out. So that's going to be it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. My name is Rick Utzer here with Airgunweb, your home for old school airgun reviews, and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.